start recording. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Do you have anything nice to say?
Well, this is our first time trying the camera out.
Yeah. Day one.
It's October 2nd at approximately, let's see.
3:18.
Okay, good. Yours is on point.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna try seeing what everything looks like for the camera. Maybe we'll get some shots.
Yeah.
Hi, can you tell us your name?
Hi, my name is Isabel Blanusa.
Cool. And your major?
I am a music honors drama major 4th year student at Bishop's University.
Really cool. I hear that you were an RA.
I was an RA for 2 years here on campus.
Have you heard any spooky stories in your time as an RA?
The one that goes around the most is that of the Disney wing in the Norton Residence Hall. So the story goes that there was an art student who lived in one of the halls, and she could never get the eyes right on Disney characters, but she loved to draw them. So she would draw them all the time, but she could never get the eyes right, and it drove her crazy to the point where she committed suicide. And when they found her in her room, there were pictures of Disney characters drawn all over the walls, but with their eyes scratched out. And it says that sometimes she walks around the Norton residence. Yeah.
Do you think that room still exists?
It has been turned into a janitor's closet, supposedly. There's no longer people that live in that room.
Have you been inside it?
I have not.
Do you know anyone that has?
No, because it is a janitorial closet.
Are there any other stories you've heard around campus?
Security has told me stories of late at night when they were walking in McGreer and no one else is in the building and the elevator doors would just open and close by themselves. There's the story of the ghost of what used to be Divinity House and is now the Quignomway House. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. And basically the story goes is that it used to be an all-girls dormitory. And there was a girl there that was bullied by all of the other girls. And they all went out to a party one night and she was left at home alone. And she hung herself from the chandelier. And everyone came home and saw her hanging from the chandelier in the main entrance. And then the rope snapped and she fell to the floor. Yeah. People have said to see like a shadow walking through the windows of that building. So, specifically around Halloween time.
Hi, CJ.
Hi.
Are you more excited this time?
What do you mean?
Well, last time I asked you if you were excited, you were more excited for Seinfeld.
Well, I'm not excited about that drummer guy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But I like that piano musical. I think that's really good.
I think we'll have to record more in the future.
I think we probably will.
Hello, Terry.
Hello.
How are you feeling about the project?
I'm a little worried, but it's fine.
Could you share with us your worries?
I'm just worried about like sound quality, but it's okay.
That's very
Yeah.
sound worried.
All right, let me get up here. Hi, Justin.
Hi,
How do you feel about the project?
I'm so excited about that. So excited.
Okay. This doesn't have a full range of motion, frankly. Izzy,
Hi.
How do you feel about the project?
I'm excited.
I'm pleased that you're excited. I can hear the fucking crackling.
I'm excited to improv some spooky tunes on the piano.
Cool. We love that, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're gonna ask Amber. Oh my God. Hey Amber, are you excited to be on this project?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Why?
Because I really like ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like ghosts, and you know, it's a project CJ and I have been thinking about for a long time. And
You also
I'm
like
excited
to,
we have the camera now, we're getting it all started.
you like to move.
Yeah, I
You
do.
stay in frame. Now it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah, don't move. Oh my god.
How zoomed in are you on my face?
Not super zoomed in, we could go more
No.
though.
Hi Izzy.
Hi, Amber.
This is a little camera test. We still have the lights on with the background noise, but hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our newest camera test. Hi Izzy.
Hi, Amber.
What can you tell me about ghosts?
Ghosts are made of energy. They're spooky. They're part of the supernatural beings list. There's different types of ghosts. There's poltergeists. There's energy orbs. There's apparitions. There's shadow people.
Hi CJ.
Do you want me to look at the camera or like
I was looking at the exit sign.
You
maybe
can.
we should have someone standing next to you to like, because the exit sign is like a
Okay, so like if I stand here.
yeah, like how does that look?
CJ did a lot of shifting. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a cool dude. Hey, what's up?" I like ghosts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you like ghosts?
I just always like creepy things.
Yeah. Like that spooky spook?
Oh, absolutely. And then this is me looking at the camera and at CJ. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to my interview. I have the camera running currently. We are sitting in the dark in Turner Theater to see if anything happens. CJ's gone to close some lights upstairs. That was very French, close the lights. All right, CJ's the one that seems to be very cold. He's the man at the furthest side of the room, sitting in the black chair. If someone is here, could you touch his arm?
Bro, what? Can you push Amber over?
No! You're the one that's getting cold.
Well, maybe because it's cold. Like, fuck. There's no one in here.
How your arms feel?
Good.
Okay.
Nice and toasty. It's like being in Florida.
All right.
It works. Not in the inner socket. Jeffries. Doors. Jeffrey. B.U. Lot.
There's an unknown at 55 too, and there's John Harvey.
Okay, there's 55.5.
55 and a half.
Yeah.
Jay Bolton, Mrs. R. Burnett, Mrs. E. Wilson.
So if you find 55.2, you're right in the right zone. But it's an unmarked grave. And it's a lot owned by Bishop's University. So there's some history for it.
Okay, so Do you want
Can
to
we
do your
retake
captain's?
it?
Can you do your
What's up?
captain's
No,
song?
okay, pretend we don't use this. Oh, we will. Alright. It is, hold on, 11:09 on Saturday, October 23rd. We have just finished our discussion / filming session with Kevin Frost. Tour, yeah, and the tour was involved. So, yeah, it's a really nice graveyard and it's very beautiful. We found this kind of like,
Shack.
yeah, I'm still not sure why we're in front of it, but you'll see some of the graveyard I get, well, most of it at this point.
Wow.
It is very beautiful though.
Okay, I saw something on Twitter. There was like ghosts and mythological creatures in the past are probably explained because people didn't have glasses back then. Oh my gosh! What do you think?
It's interesting.
Ancient
theory.
beings explained by lack of glasses.
I can't use my teeth right now.
Okay,
I think it's
Are you filming right now?
yeah.
it's on.
I think it's an interesting theory.
Okay.
I don't know, there's a lot of things where it's like, it's not just like you see something, like, I mean, there's a lot of like,
When I think
Yeah.
about the legends back home, I don't know how you can mistake something like and not do anything. I mean, there's some things you can mistake, but like,
I guess like shadow people you can mistake for things, or like orbs or that. See something out the corner of your eye.
You talk about shadow people a lot, and I feel like I am not understanding. Like,
A shadow
are those? Do you see those out of like the corner of your eye, like quick movement, or do you like in front of you? There's a man and he's a shadow.
I mean, it depends. There's different instances for shadow people. I personally have like seen like a figure against a wall, like a full-fledged figure that looked like a tall man. But there's also that like you can see something like out of the corner of your eye that looks like the shape of a person.
Because I think that a lot of the corner of the eye stuff is just brain stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen like when I was a little kid, I literally saw like the shadow of a man just standing in my doorway.
children see a lot of things.
Yeah.
That it's just like, don't even tell me that you saw something. Like, no, shush.
Yeah. This is not ghosts, but it is like creatures of the night, and it's not really a confirmed fact. It's just a link I made myself in class. I think that like vampires as mythological creatures are the result of like sleep paralysis, because when they first started being talked about way back when, it was always like the victims of vampires or the people who had seen them, because there was no biting at the time yet.
Yeah.
It was always someone whose loved one had like recently passed away, and they always described it would be the middle of the night, they weren't able to move at all, and they would see like their loved one but like looking messed up
Yeah.
there, or like be above them. Again, at the time there wasn't any like biting or blood sucking. It was just you saw your dead loved one, you couldn't move in the middle of the night, and you called it a vampire.
Yeah, that sounds more like sleep paralysis.
but then like the sucking in the blood, like, was a way to get past like sensors to have like sexy, like
Yeah.
vampires are like,
It
yeah,
definitely
Let me seduce
evolved.
you.
Yeah.
It definitely evolved that way,
Yeah.
and then also got like the blood kind of came from references to Vlad the Impaler,
Mhm.
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But originally,
yeah, that's interesting.
vampires are just sleep
Weird.
paralysis demons.
We have our own vampire in the Caribbean, maybe in like, not home in Barbados, but like in Trinidad and Guyana. It's called Sucleon, and it's just this, it's only a woman. There are no men. I don't know why. But apparently she turns into this, like she sheds her skin and turns into this ball of fire, goes through your, whatever crack you have in your house, and sucks you bone dry, and then goes back. I don't know where that came from. I don't know how we got to turn into a ball of fire, but that's the thing.
The skin thing makes me think of like skinwalkers.
Is a skinwalker just a Wendigo?
Maybe a skinwalker is basically like
it looks at somebody and then it takes on their appearance. And then it sheds that skin when it looks at somebody else to become something else.
Does it have to become something else if it sees it, or does it just like?
It doesn't have to. Like it, like, yeah.
Well, going back to like the ball of fire, I personally don't really believe in just something getting into fire and then under your grasp or whatever and then sucking you to like death.
I don't know
no.
how.
I just don't see that happening
Yeah.
for no reason. I could just don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think that one's real, but people like swear. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
How are they
I
gonna
don't
swear
know.
if it's real? They'd have to be dead to have seen it,
Okay,
right?
I don't know how you think that's real, but
I
okay.
mean, some stories I'm like, yeah, okay, that's.
Well-
I feel like that's real, but like these things, I'm like,
I mean, there's some vampire stories where like they don't get killed. Like there's the whole like Carmilla like story where like she was specifically used, like the person that she was drinking the blood from was specifically used as, like I guess, a feasting tube, and then as a sexual toy for the vampire.
The wording of that.
I couldn't think of anything
Feasting to.
else. What?
Who is this?
The Carmilla vampire story?
I've never heard of it.
It's what Creative Vampiros was based off of.
Oh. Well, that's like the pinnacle of like the sexual like seduction. And,
Lesbian seduction.
yeah.
Lesbian vampire seduction.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting when things like legends like that are like a way to explain things in
Yeah.
society like that. I think it's interesting. I can only think of vampires right now, but
For seduction.
Do you think
Yeah.
ghosts explain anything?
I think that sometimes they might, especially if it's like a widely known ghost. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like there's ghosts that like everyone knows, and like often they're like cautionary tales almost.
All right, CJ has a story for us.
This one is spooky.
Oh yeah, spook me.
So, there was once this kid named Timmy, and Timmy, like, regular kid, he doesn't have a dad though, and his mom, he lives with his mom, and like they're really, really close. And, you know, mom always likes to make like great dinners for Timmy, because Timmy's a great kid. So one day, Timmy's mom is like, all right, Timmy, you can go out and play today, but make sure you get liver for our dinner. We're gonna have like liver, like pickled liver or whatever. I don't know. It's not super relevant. So Timmy goes out and plays, and he plays all day, and he forgets about the liver. And he goes to the store. It's closed, so he's like, oh shit. So he's walking home, and he walks by a graveyard, and he goes in, and there's a freshly deceased person in that graveyard, and he takes the liver from the grave. And he goes home, and he gives it to his mom, and they have dinner. And she doesn't know, she doesn't realize. So that night, Timmy's in his bed, and he's trying to sleep, but he just feels like a little weird, a little odd. And he hears outside. No, I mean, keep listening. And so he hears that outside, and he's like, okay, it must be the wind. And then it gets up to his porch outside, and then he hears, Timmy, I'm outside your front door. And then he hears, the door opens, and walking downstairs, and Timmy's like, he's like, what the hell? And you hear this walking, this stomping, and it gets to the stairs, and then Timmy, I'm on the first step. Timmy, I'm on the second. And I'm gonna go through like 20 steps. And then he gets to the landing. Timmy, I'm in the hallway. Timmy, I'm outside your room. And Timmy's like, he is terrified. There's like these steps. And all of a sudden the door, his front door, door opens and there's just darkness in the hallway. The lights aren't on, and he's under. He's got his blanket up here, and you know what he heard? Give me my blanket!
I remember hearing those stories as a kid.
Okay, all right.
My dad told that to me when I was like 8, and I cried for like 10 minutes. I was so mad at him.
As soon as you went to the Timmy, I'm on the first time. I was like, I remember hearing this as a kid.
It really does build the suspense.
I feel like I need my right foot forward because then I'm.
Okay, all
This
right,
is
okay,
stressing me
okay.
out. That stressed me out
Nice,
so much.
nice.
Oh, so now my feet are all over the place.
Don't tell Mike.
Perfect.